are close enough together, they'll combine them into one stream.
Well, I guess we're up and going again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it says live.
That's what that means. Okay.
All right.
Why y'all go ahead.
We apologize for the technical difficulties. As you can tell, we have no idea what we're doing.
After 6 years.
Well, we're getting a few people back. So, what are you doing now? I'm about to. All right. This is about as. Oh, let's. What else story did you have? School. Remember when we used to go to Miss Camp's desk after every class and ask her just a stupid question?
We did used
remember
to do
that in the spirit of school? Yeah,
get away from here.
Yeah, she after I think the 10th question, we would just. There were questions that. I mean, can you get cornered in a round room? Do coffins have lifetime guarantees? You know, it's just scientific questions we wanted answers to. She's our science teacher.
Yeah.
I think after the 10th day of constantly asking questions that she told us, hey, you're both failing anyway. I would just recommend you don't come back.
She meant that more towards me than you, I promise.
I don't know. You didn't see my science ACT score. It was
I went
nasty.
to sleep during my ACT. Literally.
I knew somebody that was in there with you that said 10 minutes, 20 minutes into the math part, which is the very first part, you were out like a light bulb.
Yeah, I went to sleep.
But anyway.
You know what this feels like?
The very first time we've ever podcasted.
No. That was infinitely better. The time that we had Ty.
Oh yeah, this is even.
The podcast didn't air for 6 months.
This is like when we had the coach on here.
The coach of Emerson?
No. Emerson.
No.
TC for instance is Emerson.
He's new there, yeah.
And he is tearing it up.
Best school memory you got real quick, and then we'll get into some drama.
I don't, probably, I was homeschooled for a long time, so probably taking my mom to the prom.
Okay, that's good. That's beautiful dress.
Yeah, she what?
Picked her up in that carriage.
I told her wasn't no date. God, I hate myself.
Anywho,
I go dark.
All right, so Alan's been stirring the pot a little bit. You know, as we said, school is back in session, and the big topic around every state was whether or not schools and school boards would implement mask mandates. And man, there are some schools that did, and then some schools that said, we'll let the parents and the kids do whatever they feel is necessary for them. And some people on both sides are just nasty.
That's what I hear
on social media. Man. But man, we just want to reiterate that if you feel the need to post something, don't do it.
That's what I woke up this morning. Well, I was actually sick this morning. I've already had it, so don't even go there.
Yeah, people need to invest in a diary, like the old school paper diaries.
They should go back to doing that. And if I keep banning people, that's what'll happen.
Yeah, I mean, if you feel the need to have a thought, write it down.
Write it down. I mean, it works well for everybody that's ever kept a diary.
Yeah, Facebook is for catching up with old friends and saying, "Oh, your kids are pretty in their Christmas dresses." It's not for airing your grievances. It's just not. Do that in your diary. You'll feel better.
Wait, do you not have grievances to air?
Well, I do, but
maybe you need to air them.
I just don't put it on Facebook for everybody to see.
We go on
because that's stupid.
Yeah,
but
you know that feeling of like
nobody cares what you think.
I need to put. Well, I tell you what, what Leslie does. So you won't get any kind of Facebook fight. She will. Maybe Amy does this too, whatever. But she'll type down her post in like her iPhone notes. Then she'll read over it.
Oh yeah, it's because you want to cover everything and have the perfect comment.
And you want to think about it and say, read this before I post it, so you won't hit a raw nerve or something like that. And that's the thing. One in particular this morning did not do that.
Exactly.
And she went to bed. She slept on it. She went to bed saying, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. And you know who you are, because I talked to you tonight at the volleyball game. And she's like, okay, I'm not going to post
And this
and
is for
she
every
slept
school
on it and
district.
woke up first thing this morning.
Like you wake up with a little bit of growth.
And you would think it was
Sleep
Rick
it off.
Rose said that he came out saying that he cured cancer. So, because everybody around our area is like, huh. Anyway, she posted, and
Robbie says it is fun to read. It is fun to read the comments.
interesting.
It is fun. But if you feel the need to comment, maybe, like you said, put it in your notes and then read through it and then delete it.
Or send a private message.
Oh, that's stupid too.
Well, no, if you got to,
that's like talking to somebody face to face.
No,
Who
but
does
if they're not if they're but if they're a friend. Well, here's the deal. Even if you're if you share a driveway.
Oh, now we're getting very specific.
Send a private message or walk 50 feet over to their house. That's what I'm talking about. Was the post that's
This is that's not even that specific.
I was going to get
It's
really
like-
controversial.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Delete your freaking Facebook. Listen, I promise you, it's so freeing. I know
Okay,
from
go ahead.
personal experience. Delete your freaking Facebook. Nobody cares what you think. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
and do
Tell your
Instagram
spouse.
and do
Nobody
Instagram
cares
like everybody else.
Nobody cares about your feelings.
Wait,
nobody.
are you talking to anybody specific?
No, just
You want
everybody
everybody.
that feels like everyone that feels like your opinion
If your last name is Chisholm,
Now he's going.
no, just
just kidding. Cody, stay off Facebook.
I don't know.
But see-
I do not know who you're talking about, but I know they need to delete their Facebook.
They will beat you to death.
Well, see,
no, I'm just kidding. They're good. They're good people.
I like how I get caught up in
They're
it
big
because
clients.
it's
They're big clients.
I get
even better.
Don't leave me.
I like how I get kind
Just
of
kidding.
not inadvertently caught up in things like that because I'm just
inadvertently, yeah.
I'm just
Sharks
sitting here-
McGuffin.
I'm just-
you have an alias.
No, that's
I'm sorry. Some dude that I know has an alias.
Some guy.
that's for Follow News. But
Same guy that did the beautiful back roads of Columbia County.
you mean Guatemalan Mike or Toledo Jack?
Both, yeah. Could be Sharks McGuffin. Yeah, could be.
man.
But we
That's funny that the same guy that did the county road they lived on like County Road 21.
There's a lot of people live on 21. You know it because they're the ones that go to the tire shop every week.
All these bent rims.
I'm not saying that I did it.
I mean,
I'm just saying we got 1,000 likes in that 3 days.
hey,
That's all
true.
I was
It was
saying.
pretty popular.
I'm just it's crazy. It's crazy what people will talk
I'll
about.
let you-
And it's not it's even that because people I've seen
Jordan, Alan.
but it's really it's really shown that the mask, not only the mask but the COVID stuff is instead of like, man, let's kind of watch out for each other's health type thing. It's like, hey, you're not doing this or you are doing this. I'm not your friend anymore. And it's really, really odd.
Yeah.
Jordan, what do you think?
You know, man. I just think that
Alan, where you at, man?
Hey, what's up?
I'm just wondering where you are.
Well, here's I tell you,
yeah.
what'd you ask him?
I said, do you want to do some rapid fire questions? Let's bring it back.
Oh, so-
You ready? You want to
yeah.
do something?
Absolutely.
All right,
This
rapid
is such a
fire.
surprise.
I know. I'm just pulling it out because everything else is dead.
This is and we got 14 people. No, we're gonna save this show. What did you ask Jordan?
I just asked him what he thought about something.
Yeah. I didn't answer it.
That was really
I
it.
wasn't paying attention to what he said.
All right. Do we have music? No, we can't because we have had technical difficulties and we're going to try.
Let me
it.
turn. We got tons.
No,
We got tons of music.
it's fine.
Because you want to ask me the question. We got
Please, it's
tons
fine.
of music.
Don't push any more buttons.
No, Robbie's right. There's no room for disagreement
That's good.
anymore, and,
Smile.
and it's really sad because
That's good. That.
like we tend to make a joke out of serious situations, which is what you're supposed to do,
Right.
if you're an idiot, which we've never claimed to be smart.
I've never claimed to be smart.
And that's why I think people that just really don't take anything seriously might be the only ones that need Facebook. All right, while he's looking for some music, I am going to ask Jordan what he thought of a particular interview with a George Snuffleupagus.
You can't put that cassette tape in there.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Did you watch any of the interview?
I saw a clip on Instagram today.
That's it. You saw a clip.
Yeah,
What'd you think? Just off one quick little statement and out of context.
Yeah, just it reminded me of Alzheimer's.
Sad.
Yeah.
Sad. Man, we are really hitting these mics for some reason.
Yeah.
It's all gone heck.
Well, they're just a little hot. Because they said they couldn't hear us, and now they're too freaking loud, right?
Yeah. But, just it looked like it was going downhill fast. And,
Well, it all went downhill fast. Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, good Lord. And I didn't want to get into this till the third segment.
Yeah.
But, jeez. When you're disagreeing with the generals and stuff, and the general's like, we didn't have any idea this was coming. And then he gets up there and goes, well, we knew it was coming. We just didn't think it was going to happen this quick.
Well, did you see the press conference where they asked about the Homeland? No, was it Blinken? And then Milley was with who's
Milley is
the black
the
guy?
single worst
He's the
general.
He's the
Is it?
department. He's Secretary of Defense, right?
Who, Milley?
No, the big tall black guy.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing him. I don't know his name though.
Yeah, so he's like Department of Homeland Security or something. Anyway, he was asked point blank about getting Americans out. Like, so you're saying that y'all thought of it? Yeah. Y'all thought of every possible contingency, but you're getting Afghans out before Americans. Like, you can't get a helicopter in there and with special forces and stuff.
We don't have the capability.
And he literally, everything was quiet for like one of those when Biden freezes up in his brain.
Yeah.
It just stood there, and the press corps said nothing, and he just started looking like.
Somebody save me.
And he had Milley come over and answer the question. He couldn't even answer how do we get our guys? How do we get Americans out?
Milley needs to resign.
Oh my God! I'm telling you, it's worse than that. I mean, this is more than impeachable. This is definitely dereliction of duty.
It's definitely dereliction of duty at several high-level jobs.
Yeah.
Several.
Oh man. Well, and also
Kamala Harris is licking her lips right now.
why?
Because she wants to be president, bro. And this is her chance.
Where is she, by the way?
Did you see the
She's
report?
just coming out and checking the newspaper and going back in and going
Well, you kind of know all this stuff. You got to know. You're in the know on politics. So did you hear about? So staffers, they leak a lot, and you hear about the fight when this was going on. So she was ordered, basically. She was asked by Biden to do the presser on Sunday.
Yeah.
And she said no. And it's like, I'm the president. And she says no. And so the staffers start yelling back and forth to each other. And this dude's leaking it. And about the time he heard Harris screaming from down the hall in the West Wing, you ain't tying me to this blank.
Whoa. And
so there's some fighting in there. And I think she sees, okay, I was put in charge of Mexico. I was never planning on going to the border. And then you want to throw Afghanistan on me?
Yeah.
Like, dude, you ain't long for this world, and you want to
Well, when you're the president of the United States, and you go, hey, will you go out there and talk to him?
She's like, hey, I'm going to Camp David, baby.
How much is Biden's wife? Like, you heard about Biden's wife, and they wanted him to come from Camp David to the White House, and she intervened and was like, he can project his leadership from anywhere. We're not coming back from
everywhere. And then he shows.
He thinks better in his chair.
Yeah,
and then he immediately leaves back. But man,
then he
that was a bad
speech and then went back to Camp David the same night.
Optics weren't good.
Man.
We had there was I think there was like a Fortnite tournament or something going on.
Dude.
But
when ABC and MSNBC are like, we can't edit this.
Yeah, Stephanopoulos didn't even know. Yeah, that was the edited version.
Yeah.
And when
we need the raw footage. We need the Snyder cut.
When CNN starts making fun of them, I mean, they're putting videos. Because news. All news is, if you notice now, is you watch Fox. And it's just a replay of CNN and MSNBC clips.
Oh, yeah.
You watch CNN, it's Fox clips. It's like, okay, this isn't really the
news. Critiquing it.
Right. Well, yeah, so it's not really news. And I'm going to tell you, this is probably going to sound very unpatriotic. People may get mad. And I don't mean anything bad by this. I was against the war. I was against the war but when it all first happened.
I was too.
And as far as... I kind of am on the side of we should have kept a we should have withdrawn, but kept a residual force there because we only had a few thousand guys that was really holding back the entire Taliban.
Yeah.
It was working. But
well, I mean, this is hindsight, and I did, some of what he was saying in the speech about hindsight and all this leading up to it, I didn't disagree with it, but man, it's what happens. But a couple of weeks ago to now,
the part that I think is impeachable. I don't care that we pulled out all at one time. We should have whatever, but leaving billions of dollars of taxpayer-funded weaponry,
they could have
helicopters, tanks, in us. Yeah. Like that is impeachable to me.
Yeah.
All the gun, legislation that they're putting forward, like to stop you from having guns, and they're just handed over to other people that actually do.
Sounds like Fast and Furious.
It's like crazy.
On steroids. This makes Fast and Furious look like.
They could have just went to downtown Chicago and unloaded all that.
Yeah,
and
that's
right. A lot easier.
Yeah, much safer.
I mean,
I'm dead serious. What I was it might be a little controversial, but it was almost though and it makes me feel now conspiratorial, but it makes you feel like, okay, we'll watch the news and what's dominating the news cycle. Delta's gonna kill you.
Absolutely.
Faster than Delta Airlines, and then. Fly American, or Spirit's about to start doing. Spirit's looking for that niche market to Afghanistan, so they may get. Let's say they're at this point they're like, we're dying either way. So but in any case, that was kind of a dark joke. But the thing is,
for real,
it's weird turning on the news and not hearing about coronavirus. I mean, that's it.
But then
it's Afghanistan constantly,
and then he comes out and like. It says the booster thing. It doesn't.
My God!
Doesn't talk about anything.
Well,
man, why is he is
right.
Really
Well, 7 minutes before this. No, it's 7 minutes before we ate because the last news story I read before I walked in the restaurant, or he made the announcement he's going to cancel up to 200,000. I don't know. Somebody may have look up the news story on it. He's canceling the student loan debt. So it's supposed to be an executive order or something. He's going to cancel up to.
Are you serious?
35,000 or look it up. It's like 250,000 or 35. I didn't click on it because who knows if it's going to happen.
I wouldn't have paid mine off if that was.
And I know, and this, and
if I would have known that.
And I don't know if y'all going to talk about the stimulus bill, but I got thoughts on that too. But I ain't going with thought. Yeah,
but Joe's gonna.
I'm getting old and I'm getting serious.
Joe's already got lined up to get that booster. He said he does not want to get COVID, does not want to lose the sense of smell, and
I caught that right off the bat.
Anyway,
but it's a paradox because it makes you lose your hair. So I heard that he may be walking that back.
Did you hear with?
It's student loan debt for disabled borrowers.
For now.
Yeah, everybody's going to say
okay,
that they
so how much?
Some sort of depression.
Everybody's a little bit disabled.
Yeah, 5.8 billion.
Jeez,
golly, that's not going to take care of half of AOC's student loan.
The question was Trudeau was talking about, we love our Canadian listeners.
Yep.
Trudeau was talking about like he had that big press conference where he sounded like an idiot, but then he was talking.
You got to narrow that one down.
And then he said, I was in contact. They're taking refugees or whatever stuff from Afghanistan too. And then
I'm glad you clarified Afghanistan.
Yeah,
nowadays
I might be one, but
Ty was one.
But then he said, I contacted. I didn't talk to President Biden, but I did speak to former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. And we talked, and she informed me about all the situation going on. I went, wait, why is she the spokesman for two other presidents?
For real, though.
And how are you bringing? How is she? She's coming? She's coming back around. She's going to slowly leak herself back into the news because So did y'all see over the weekend? Did you see over the weekend? And of course, mainstream media is not bringing it up. Fox isn't doing it probably because, who knows? But John Durham's presenting his part of his report right now to a grand jury. So
that Durham report is the biggest nothing burger of history.
No. I'm telling you. I told you I thought it wasn't even going to happen, but now they can't look, and they can't remove him. They were thinking about it, but they can't now. Why haven't they removed him?
They'll squash it.
So,
here's
even
my
though it's
question.
going before a grand jury, and you don't understand, he's not under the purview of the who could squash him.
But it's a governmental department, right? Department of
No, not anymore.
Intelligence?
It's right. So
It's the government investigating the government.
So-
they ain't gonna find nada.
no, it's not anymore.
It's not.
All right. So when you got to understand, so his
way too much faith on
his
him.
wait, y'all got well. Listen, John Durham is no longer a governmental employee. He was appointed to be special counsel. That is outside the purview because you can't be part of the government and investigate the government. So once you're picked to be like Kenneth Starr, once you're picked to be a counsel to investigate. To be a special investigator for the U.S. government.
Yeah, but
you are
he
no
has to
longer
present
under the
that.
purview of that, and you only present that. You now have, where you didn't before, like Congress does,
Right.
you now have subpoena power, you have prosecutorial power, but you have to present your evidence before grand jury, which is happening. It started last Monday, where he's bringing out part of his report.
You're a dreamer.
So far.
That's all I gotta say. You're a dreamer, and I admire that. but we got a lot more to get covered when we get back. Real quick,
Research it.
we've got a lot more that we're gonna get to here after these few messages from our great sponsors. Check them out. New videos, by the way.
See, not so easy, is it?
Sponsor.
Not so easy.
If you love the outdoors, then you love fishing, and the best way to keep your pond stocked is with our friends at Billy Bland Fishery. They have all the best sport fish, from catfish, koi, bass, crappie. They even have tropical fish, goldfish, minnows, and a ton more if you want to keep that tank in your home, classroom, or the office looking good. Billy Bland also has a ton of other variety, and they ship right to you. The name is Bland, but the fish are absolutely not. See their selection at billyblandfishery.com or give them a call. They'd love to hear from you, 870-694-4811. Look, decorating your home isn't always easy, and that's why we want to recommend the amazing looks from Cottonwood Farm Design Company. They have exactly what you're looking for, from cabinets and tables to signs and all sorts of decorations that will give your home the warm, rustic charm that everyone will love. You have an idea? They can bring it to life, and so can you at one of their sign-making parties. Cottonwood Farm Designs are built to last, and you can see them all on Facebook at Cottonwood Farm Design Company, 910-220-5867, or shoot them an email, cottonwoodfarmdesignco@gmail.com. Nothing is more important than family, and we all want the best care for our loved ones. And that's what Regional Hospice Care Group of Northwest Louisiana offers. Quality and compassionate care from a wonderful staff that's dedicated to families. They have a full-time physician on staff that even makes house calls. Located in both Minden and in Shreveport, Regional Hospice Care Group of Northwest Louisiana. Let them care for your family. Looking to buy or sell a home in Magnolia, Columbia County, or the surrounding area? Then Brent and Courtney McHenry can help. They offer free comparative market analysis and other fancy terms to determine the value of your property and can help you find the perfect buyer. If you're in search of a place to rent, they got you. They work with rental property owners and can help you find the place that's right for you. They're good friends of ours, and they want to help you find a place that's right for you. You can reach them at 870-234-1644 and let them see how they can help you.
Stepping into
Es ist dem Feind gelungen, die Front in Deutschland.
We're just gonna keep dropping that.
Well, no, I threw away his
Inconvenient.
Arkansas Children's Hospital pillow that he got when he was diagnosed with epilepsy.
You're in trouble?
Yeah, we were cleaning out. So we were apparently, we're as your kids get older, they start throwing out toys and start giving away stuffed animals.
Throw out the sentimental stuff, Alan.
Well, I wasn't, but apparently he's the one that threw stuff out. But I think it might be in a storage bin. But his Arkansas Children's Hospital.
Okay, we
All right then, but I'll just stop talking. Go ahead.
Okay, I wanted to split this. And
let's split this.
yeah, I wanted you two to both. We'll do Jordan answer first, Alan answer second on a rapid fire. How about that?
Let's do it. You me find some music?
No, that's all right. Well, hey, we have.
I think I actually have it. Go ahead. No, you go ahead. Don't wait on me. I don't want to hold anything up.
So much tension in here.
Anyway,
You wait till you wreck your kids' dreams. Well, never mind. They realized that early on.
What grade are they in? Because I think that was 2 grades ago.
We had rapid fire
When is,
right.
Aubrey starting kindergarten
Next year.
next
Yeah.
year. Okay.
She'll hate it.
I think
I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
I don't know.
She'll love it.
Do you know what size mask she's gonna wear? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not getting into that again. All right.
Size homeschool.
Size homeschool.
All right.
Oh, she
I'm
gets to
just
ask you to the
Just kidding.
prom.
She ain't have no prom.
But
Baptists don't dance.
That's right. I tried to dance with a Church of Christ girl at a Church of Christ one time.
wait, but during
Very
service?
offended.
Like dancing with Helen Keller or
Oh, I
something.
was very, very offended. I
Wait,
did not
you-
know that you could do that.
She was offended.
She was offended.
For
Then
what
you
was she doing at the dance?
I don't think that they're allowed to dance at church. I think.
Okay.
And I didn't know that.
It's only in the club.
So they invited you to a dance at the church, but they
it
couldn't
wasn't-
dance.
No, it wasn't. No, it was a wedding rehearsal.
And music
I
was
just-
playing,
yeah,
and you
music
could.
was playing,
and
and I just
I know,
grabbed-
and those hips just go. I seen it.
yeah.
I seen it happen.
You know, so,
But what happens in Vegas?
you know.
But we
yeah,
made
you
some.
know,
We
while I was
made
playing,
some.
your boy got
got
lit.
We
Got
made
moves
some,
and,
we made some money that night.
man.
Jordan was tired, but we was rolling. Anyway,
I mean, what do you? Can you not? I mean, say you have a wedding reception. They don't have any sort of like first dance with the mom or
no,
the
no,
bride.
I don't think so.
Really?
they ain't
Yeah.
Catholic. They were
Yeah.
Church of Christ.
Hey, you've been to some Catholic
there were-
weddings.
yeah.
I have
They
been
get
to.
crazy.
They get kind of stupid. Yeah,
Just get
I heard a
wicked.
cool joke.
I
the
got
other day.
COVID there twice.
What's the difference between a Baptist and a Catholic?
A Catholic could say hi to you in the liquor store. I don't know if is that the punchline.
That was it.
See, that,
Me biting my joke.
that joke that Robbie said on on Instagram that you were like, I can't say it. I got remember
Which one?
like my face every time I see. Never mind. We'll get
No, send it to me. Resend it to me.
it's on there.
I tell you what about the riddle thing that Tag was doing.
You got to start talking about it.
Well, I just gonna say real quick, we was on a run back from Shreveport, and Tag wanted to read riddles to me and Leslie, and it's like family fun. It's like 20 question stuff. He loves doing that. We do it, all right. And I'm not really in the mood to do it. So anyway, he starts the riddle stuff, and we're getting them, and it's kind of frustrating him. So they get a little bit harder, and finally he did a riddle, and we're kind of like stumped for a second. And it was like, what do you give away, but you will what you give away, but you always keep?
And you figured it out.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
it stopped the game.
Yeah.
I said herpes.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, that immediately. Thank you.
gift that keeps on
It was
giving.
funnier in my head. It was funny. It was funny in the car, and especially when he starts asking, you start having to explain to your 11-year-old what herpes is.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
but they're just fever blisters.
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it is a form of herpes.
That's true.
It's not what Jordan
All right.
has.
I have a list of questions that I want you to
He told me to say that.
to try
in my
to
ears.
He wrote it
answer
down.
best you can, as fast as you can. You know
Right.
the rules.
Yeah, I know
we'll
the
bring it
rules.
back rapid fire.
Yeah.
Jordan answer first thing that pops in your mind. Alan, boom, right behind him. How about that? Does that work? Good?
Told you.
Man,
Nice. All
where'd
right.
that come from?
From Aaron.
Best harmless prank you've ever pulled.
Cup of water in a slightly ajar door.
Okay. Yeah, fell on him.
Best harmless prank I've ever
Best
pulled.
harmless prank you've ever pulled.
Or the goat.
Putting
You open a door and see the goat. It's like, oh, it's hard. Is it harmless? Scarred for life.
maybe I was putting the baby diaper in my fraternity brother's pillow. Putting one of Emily's dump diapers in the pillow. It was good,
Nice.
but it was harmless.
Most useless skill you have.
Finger harp.
That's not even useless.
No.
It's really a beautiful sound.
I can take it. I can clean my nose with my finger with just one swipe. I think it's, but I do train my hand. I sandpaper my knuckles to make sure I get everything.
Oh my gosh.
This is rapid fire, not explaining your answer.
Explain your.
Oh, I forgot how this
mild
works.
burn.
Yeah, you're right.
The best high you've ever experienced.
Airplane. That was a dad joke. I'm sorry.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I know that was horrible.
The best time I've ever experienced. I probably.
You definitely did coke in college.
My guess, I don't remember.
Good answer. Good
You
answer.
get a game-winning humdinger in the in like a ninth inning bottom.
That's
of
what
the
we
ninth.
called them back in my day. We called them. Hi, it's a humdinger to left field.
Yeah, look at the humdinger in the backfield.
Oh, so high, like
Oh, high
not
meaning
not like intoxicated high,
No,
or
just
because
a
I don't know anything
You
about
can
that.
Take it.
The
however you
yeah, because I mean, being on top of a mountain. I mean, I've been on I've climbed Mount Everest. That was pretty cool.
That's good.
Um,
Okay. All right, next question.
red flags.
But that was while I was doing mushrooms. So that I may or might not have done that. But
we call that.
that was good. That was a good comeback.
That's awesome.
Callback.
We call that a hypotenuse.
That was. Why are we getting more dad-like?
Hot news.
Why are we getting dad? Oh my
know.
God, we're getting
One of
lame.
those
We're getting
crowd-
so lame. We need to stop these cameras and just put the mics out and go.
Just go home.
Say the crap and then we cut it all out that we can't say.
Red flags that you that say you shouldn't date this person. Say it.
I can't. Alan, you go first.
Oh, when she asked me to marry on the first, when she said I
That
love you
did
on the
happen.
first date,
That did happen,
That
didn't it?
did happen.
Yeah.
Mary.
What was her
First
name? What was her name?
date, she thought she wanted to spend the rest of her life with me, and said, I mean, hey, I'm already in the doghouse.
Leslie.
Leslie knows the story, and she said
Because
she
it was
loved.
Leslie.
She said it wasn't Leslie. Leslie, I had to chase after her, and I knew she was the one I wanted.
didn't
And that's the
tell her.
thing, because I knew every girl I want that I look at her like I know I'm going to break your heart. You know, I just knew it because I had a thing for Leslie. But anyway,
Jordan,
yeah, she said she loved me first date.
Red flag.
Oh. Ooh. I'm not gonna. I can't.
Oh,
She-
comment if you want him to answer that.
I know what it is when you have to meet her on a corner.
What's a profession that used to be highly respected but now is a complete joke?
Prostitution. I do have an alternate. Head of the COVID task force.
FBI agent.
Oh, wow.
Stung a little bit.
I really didn't want to get raided.
Man.
I was trying to avoid,
I thought you were going to say president, to be honest with
you know, I don't want to get Roger Stone, brother.
Biggest act of I don't even care anymore that you've ever seen. The
What?
biggest
Act.
I don't even care anymore moment you've ever seen somebody do. Like,
You remember that huge turd we saw in Vegas? It was that.
for those of you watching, with your hands, show. We've never actually.
I'll have to do it in my
we
hands.
can do it by
Imagine
scale.
A Subway foot long.
We've got.
Before they cut the bread, it was
Oh,
that.
we gotta have something. There's gotta be something for scale.
Imagine your thigh from the knee up.
No, all right. I don't have the biggest arms. So, would y'all? All right. Would you say this? Let me curl my. Would you say about like that?
If somebody's just tuning in, this is bad.
No, I mean,
that's,
and it had hair on it. It looked like that. That dude.
It was crazy.
I mean-
I
I mean-
didn't want to go to that Korean place
It-
and eat. But
he-
I'm glad we did. To see
He
it.
could have had a colonoscopy for the next 2 weeks, and would have never had to take anything to be ready for it. What's your next question?
What was?
Oh, I know. What did you ask him? That was his.
That was the biggest act of I don't care anymore. That was his. But what
That you had to see personally.
yeah, that you seen that you
'Cause
seen
he just
somebody
saw that.
throw their
He
hands
saw
up
the
and say,
effects
"Screw,"
of it.
and then boom.
Yeah, because I just know the effects of it, but it was probably Amelia Earhart.
I don't even care anymore.
Or probably the dudes are the dudes on the dudes that flew into the World Trade Center.
Oh wow! What was ruined because too many people?
But they didn't care anymore.
Hold on.
The passengers did. I take it seriously. Never forget, Jordan. God.
What was ruined because too many people started doing it?
Podcasting. And having kids. That's easy. Having kids and podcasting.
George's mind right now.
Golly. The way you bring these questions is
they're
good.
designed for you.
Yeah. All right. Ask it one more time.
No, it's not explanation time. Hold on. Could you give him the language of origin, please?
I can't even pull that joke out. We talked about it earlier. I can't even say it.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't. What was ruined because too many people started doing it?
The cold water challenge.
For real though. Contracting COVID.
Yeah, it's totally lame.
Look, you're getting called out.
Yeah, I know.
Say it, Jordan. Say it.
Cold water challenge, Miss Lisa.
What do you think?
Miss Lisa, bring in the fire.
Okay, Jordan, you have to answer this one. You have to. You got to answer this.
I'm trying to answer on
contractually bound.
What is the little white lie that snowballed into this is your life now?
One kid.
What?
Turning to 3 kids. This is my life now.
I don't know if you told somebody you were something, then you're like, man, if I see this person again, I'm going to have to keep this lie going and going and going type thing.
That catch me if you can. Yeah. Yeah.
You got one?
Oh, you gonna ask?
Yeah, it goes to both of you.
Ask me again. Because it doesn't work if you don't ask.
What is the little white lie that snowballed into this is your life?
I heard something else.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
what do you got?
You go, then I'll go.
Okay.
That I have a securities license.
This is my life. Oh, Brad is just sitting here taking these pebbles.
It worked out for Bernie for a while. Bernie lived a full life before he was murked.
Oh wow!
No, that's a lie. Ameriprise, I know you listen. I am fully licensed. You know it. You have my scores. You have my fingerprints.
Yeah.
So do a lot of other people, but you have them. And
Sheriff's Department. Jordan, you got this is your life now.
White lie. Man, in my younger days, I used to tell so many white lies. Like in a college class one time, you had to do this presentation of things. You had to. It was a speech class. You had to do a presentation on something that you knew. I knew zero martial arts then, and I'm like, my white lie was, oh yeah, I train martial arts all the time. And I did this stupid one stupid move on the guy, and everybody was like, wow, that's so cool.
Wow, he could really,
yeah,
because they knew a little bit less than you.
Yeah,
he could really spank your bum in a fight.
I look back now, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh, right.
Should be
There was a legit dude in there.
I got more, but we'll save them.
They would have known
for a later date. And we were going to go back through the comments to see. The running into the couch. That lie went on for.
Your parents.
That was a good story. That was a good story. That was a good story.
They didn't believe that.
I remember that one.
Chase
That's a long time.
Chase was in this time in life where he really wanted to be an actor, and he was on the way to making it happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Chase,
I've seen the footage.
This is your acting debut, and he's like, Dad, I just hit this couch. I mean, it was and then Jonathan and Courtney came over, like, there wasn't no couch in the road when we came
they were like, there wasn't anything in the road when we came through there. I was like, it was on a different road.
It was
yeah, for the people reading this, they didn't run into the couch inside the house.
Yeah.
No, this was the early
car.
Podcast listeners will know.
This green couch.
Tell the story
real quick,
because I like it.
We'll give the backstory to this. Is that Jordan and I, when we were in high school, we had the Mercury Mystique, the Mitsubishi Eclipse, and then we had e-brakes. And we were like, man, we're Fast and Furious because this is back when they were cool.
Yeah.
And then we would go, around turns and floor. And we're drifting like
you a
crazy.
mercy break it.
And and we got to where we weren't that bad.
We were the best at it.
Bring it at me. At me. And anyway, we weren't as good as, I wasn't as good as what I originally intended because we went down a dirt road. And I knew there were some S curves in there.
Yeah.
And so.
Had a girl in the car?
Yeah, you did. No, it was a mutual
That's how it
friend
always
of mine.
starts.
Yeah, mutual friend.
Yeah, a mutual friend that was dating a buddy of ours.
She was pretty.
And anyway,
Whatever. It's neither here nor there. It's not like I don't dream about her.
Anyway, no, we were down that dirt road. We're just trying to, do some drifting and whatnot. And then we actually go down and we're coming back. And this S curve's coming up, and I'm like, man, I'm about to bump the speed up a little bit more. And so go around the first curve, and then I go around the second, and I kind of overcorrect a little bit.
A little too fast.
Little too fast, little overcorrection, and then a little bit more of an overcorrection, and then we get to going sliding sideways, and then I hit, the
embankment,
and kind of just it pops my front end up, and it's stuck. It's just I'm stuck.
Yeah.
And we get out, and we try to push the car. Of course,
remember them dudes that came by?
well, we weigh a combined weight at the time of 201 pounds. And we're trying to push this car out of this. It's not it's not that bad damage, but it's just I'm stuck and I want to get caught here. And then we try to push it out, and then these two massive dudes that just got off work at the mill, the steel mill up there, they say, "Hey, you need some help?" Yeah, we need a little bit of help. Because the thing was the car, the wheel was off the ground and spinning. So there was a couch that somebody had thrown out on the side of the road, and we went and tried to break it up a little bit and slide it under the tire, get some friction, get out of there and go.
So technically, we did hit a couch.
We used the couch, and it was busted into pieces.
Right.
And we did hit it, maybe not with the car.
Right.
But anyway, we used that, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. And these guys that just got off the steel mill off work, and they're like, you guys need some help?
Yes, sir.
And so they just kind of politely picked the car up, the two of them, and set it down. And they go, all right, that'll be $200. And I'm like, we don't have
That part for real? For real?
No.
Man.
No, Jordan paid him later.
Yeah.
In the woods. But anyway,
we always go there.
we all go back.
Shay's always goes there.
We all go back to
he's always.
So we get in the car.
He lives there.
No, we go back
in the woods.
We get we get in the car. We go back to my parents' house, and then I look under the car. I'm like,
it's damaged.
This is damage. I'm gonna have
noticeable damage.
I'm gonna have to do something about it.
What happens next?
And then my dad gets home.
Ernie gets home.
And
no, he's on break. He's on break. He's not home from work.
All right. So he's he. I know he's gonna walk around the front of this car, and I'm like trying to talk to him.
Chase, you gotta act this out.
I was like, man, I'm gonna, we weren't being dumb, we weren't drifting, we weren't trying to slide. I was just okay. Let me think in my mind with the couch. What all happened? What can I use that's real?
And you were giving him direction, like
I was kind of pepping him up.
Like a director, like setting the scene.
We got this because it's not as bad. It's not as bad. We can just pull this little white lie off.
He just needed what the motivation was.
Just a little bit of motivation.
Yeah.
And then we go. Dad walks around the car, and he's going inside, and he backs up and looks and goes, what happened to the car? And then I went, well, I was going a little too fast down County Road, and then I was talking to Jordan or whatever, and then somebody had thrown out this couch, and I didn't stop in time, bumped into it. Sorry. And he goes, looks like you were sliding around and hit an embankment.
I can vouch that
Dads
he said exactly
dads
that.
do that.
He said exactly that.
And anyway, Jordan at the time goes like this. He goes,
he's out. He had your back. Way back.
I mean, that may have happened, but I mean, technically.
Man.
Yeah, but that little white lie, it turned into like, this is my life for just a few moments, but it didn't last long at all.
See, there's no, you still have to live.
No, it's over. It's over because when they know, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. It's true enough.
Not first marriages. Yeah. Did you ever get divorced from your first wife before you and Haley got married? I meant to ask you that.
Legally, no.
I only had one serious girlfriend before Haley.
So that's
Didn't
your
really-
white lie. That's I kind of you see how I worked that. I wanted
You're
to.
serious to her.
That was the one.
Oh, player.
He just had to see Haley, and that was all to it.
Oh, I can.
No
vouch for
girl
this.
serious until you
No,
see you
it was-
want
no,
see the
it-
one. That's
it was
it.
always Haley.
Well, see,
Chase
I
knows
can
that.
vouch for this.
I know Haley told me this.
So-
Man. Oh, Chase knows.
Tell him, Chase.
Now,
Tell her.
Jordan in 7th grade was like, I'm gonna marry Haley. I was like, dude, get over it. She hates your guts. And then
But then he got them teeth.
And then he went on to and then he went on to marry her.
I married
was
her.
like,
I told you, boy.
I was like, how'd that work?
He was going to be a librarian, but he heard Kaylee like cops. Like he hates being a cop. I love books. You ever go to his house? He still files away books. He's in a camper and he's still.
He's still following.
That is not Dewey Decimal. No. Alphabetical. Are you a moron? You imbecile.
Yeah. Somebody asked him where his books are in order. He goes, oh, never mind. I ain't even gonna say it.
Anyway. All right.
Do you have any books?
Dewey.
Oh God! I gotta have a dad joke alarm. We're really getting pitiful.
Man.
Oh my God, we suck.
But anyway, yeah, Dad.
A lot of people still listen to this.
The brake pads on your car. Oh yeah, real quick, I'll tell Dad about that same car. Dad was changing the brake pads. I was trying to help him out.
Yeah.
Because I don't know a ton about it.
Right.
So he's
Perfect.
we're changing the brake.
He's trying to
pads.
teach you something.
We're trying to break. Yeah, his father, son, mom, and we're changing the brake pads on that
He should
car.
have taught you how to be a better man.
Oh yeah, he did teach me.
He told him how to have kids. He just forgot. He told him. He showed him. He told him how, and that's how. And Chase was like, okay, I got it, Dad. He's like, okay.
Not great at it.
He's like, hey.
He taught me how to be a great
Dad,
man, but he
okay.
didn't teach me how not to fail at it.
Seems like that dude. That one should have came up.
But anyway, the car was, we were getting the brake pads on there, the new brake pads, and then he everything's good. It's lowered back down. We're good to go. And he goes, all right, we'll get in there, crank it up, and back it out, and we'll go test them. What he didn't tell me was that go ahead and pump them a few times to get the brake fluid back flowing through there.
Got to bleed them out again.
You gotta bleed it out. And then I crank it up, throw that mug in reverse. And you remember that tree that's behind the driveway? And then the basketball goal was there? I go, I start rolling back. And when you're backing up just a little bit, you're gonna hold the brake down.
Yeah.
I did, and that mug went straight to the floor. And I was like, going down that incline. And I was like, this is not good.
Yeah.
And so I start turning every which way. I missed the tree, missed the basketball goal.
There's a fence.
And there was a fence down there. I did. I finally came to a complete stop just before the fence.
Wow.
Man. I was like, I don't know who that would have been on.
Wow.
But, it was great.
That had definitely been on Mr. Ernie. Definitely.
You ain't learned nothing about this new administration. You've learned. It ain't your fault.
Didn't somebody else back into that tree one time and knock some bark off of it and someone put a Band-Aid on it?
That's
Probably
funny.
job.
That's funny.
No, didn't you hit it?
There's no telling how many. There's no telling how much stuff at your house hit.
There's a joke that just wrote itself.
All right. The railroad tracks jump was always an amazing
man.
one.
Listen, man.
Uh-oh. No, you were trying to
Justin
do that.
did it. No, it's not.
I knew what you were trying to do. But
Anyway, so she just called him out. Apparently it was Justin.
When Dad had that Dodge 50, it was an old standard Dodge, that gray one, had a big bumper on the front. It was about this
That's a
big.
sexy name.
And then
Dodge 50.
it's a Dodge 50.
What do you want to call this new sleek machine? Let's call it.
I remember
A 50.
White Lightning
Dodge 50
as well.
White Lightning was good.
I remember the Hartley.
The Harley Mavis.
Yeah.
But the Dodge was parked up on a hill, and I was like, I'm mowing. I'm gonna move the vehicle, and this is back when Dad had that wood burning heater,
Yes.
hot water heater and all that. He had to go out there and split wood and throw it in there and all that, and he would dump all the ashes out in a particular bin.
Mm-hmm.
And I go and get in that Dodge, just gonna back it up real quick, and it's a standard, I'm just sitting there feeling with it, got the clutch and all that, and I'm just backing up a few feet, just to get the mower through there.
Sure.
And I leave the door open, so I'm just hanging out there, and so kick it in reverse, and I back up, and that door just. It's like hits the front of the car because all that trash bin with all those ashes from the heater. I mean, that thing had to weigh 600 pounds, and it took that door smooth with it.
Wow.
Oh man, had a lot of vehicle issues, but never that.
Crap. I'm just going through some comments. Sorry about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Seth Miller, what's up, man? We missed you. And oh crap! Did anybody even see?
Let's see what?
No,
Oh yeah,
I gotta do this.
It's right here.
Ta-da! Thank you,
Appreciate
Seth.
it, Seth.
Seth Miller. Right? Crap. Great. Only Alan can.
Hey,
So
there you go.
Anyway,
we appreciate.
My
for-
God, this
for
stuff
picking
got
that.
screwed up.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We appreciate you for
So he
hooking us
made
up with
that.
And if you want to see more of his designs, where can you go?
We already played. He's already had his time.
I know, MillerLogs.com.
Miller Custom Name Law.
Another $50.
MillerLogs.com.
We'll do
is
it
the
twice.
website. Man, go ahead. Because he's
man.
friend, and he was
Yeah, I'm
supposed
just
to be
kidding.
here last week, but he had to get back. He
He had. Well, he was. We could have done it, but he had to do it during the day, and he's self-employed. He can do stuff like that.
can.
So we're all
He can.
working men. Couldn't do it.
But guys, we sure appreciate everybody for staying in there with us.
No kidding,
And,
this sucked.
and our next show will be more technically sound, and we'll have it together.
Are we hiring a producer? Is that
yeah,
what?
we're gonna bring in another producer.
Tags doing a better job than I am with this crap.
But Alan takes this stuff to church and does the sound there, and
Yeah.
he live stream it. And we told him, hey, you're gonna have to choose us or church, and then so he brought his stuff back, and
That's it.
that,
Yeah.
that was the end of that.
But
one.
no, man, we had to.
I'm just kidding.
The mic's being so jacked up because Brother Joe, he just got this
He put that bass
voice.
in his voice.
I had to put a lot of Barry White in his voice because he makes the lapel mic scream like you're speaking through tinfoil. Well, I don't know. You ever heard a spoon rattle around tinfoil? You ever put tinfoil in a microwave? That's sort of the tenor of his voice. It's hard to EQ.
It is.
Yeah.
But
So anyway.
no, thanks to everybody for sticking in there with us. And if you don't mind, go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube. We're really trying to push our YouTube channel a little bit.
Tiki-taki.
And we have TikTok now. And
Apparently,
we can see
we're
if
not
people-
scared of China anymore.
Yeah, we're just going to unban that. And, that's
Might as well.
at the ST Famous.
Hit us up with an email.
Huh?
I said, hit us up with an email.
Yeah.
If you can remember that.
Small Town Famous.
The
at
real
Gmail.
small town famous at gmail.com.
Yeah, hit us up with an email. We'll take your questions. We'll take all that stuff, and hey, if you got some rapid fire questions, send them to me. I love that stuff.
Well, I'll tell you, we have been reminiscing about the old podcast, about just the audio version. We were funnier, but we were more relaxed. This is actually a production. We turned it into a show. I'm just going to get real for a second. And I think I'm going to simplify some stuff so we can just get back and talk. And I think that probably Seth and some of the other guys that have been sticking with us for 6 years would probably agree. I think it was good last week or last 2 weeks ago when we just told stories and didn't have a bunch of stuff.
Well, they were also even back then
But they were heavily
called us
edited.
crap. So it's
They did.
We've stayed consistent.
But we've stuck in there. We're doing the live stream stuff, and I think I'm just going to do one camera and we're just going to talk, just chill out and talk.
All right. Well, you heard.
Tell me if you'd like that. If you like the camera crap and you like seeing me stress out over this, like I used to do the audio, that ain't nothing.
Oh my gosh. And,
Golly. So anyway,
and if you got any suggestions for the show,
yeah.
we'll take them.
But check us out on all the social medias
That's true.
because we're hitting it up.
So with that, I think we're kind of done. And thanks again for checking in with us. We're Small Town Famous, and we are out.
Thank God. I just saw a droplet.
I'm sorry.
That's why people wear masks.
No, no. I did.
God. There's no sound. And we're still talking. And they can hear us.
Yes.
What happened? What'd you do to our sound effect?
Yes, Queen.
I think there's an outro sound somewhere.
Yeah, we're
Hold on. I can do it right here.
We're still going.
Tag out.